What is good? DailyXander number 25. Starting the recording a little late in the day. It's now just 5 o'clock. Just got back from my day at MPTI, where it was a nice, fun, and productive day. The morning session was spent practicing and mimicking what it would be like to be pregnant. So we were assigned partners, and one of the partners would wear a medicine ball on their stomach, and there'd be saran wrap to keep the medicine ball in place. And so this is a large 20-pound medicine ball that's attached to your stomach, held down by saran wrap to mimic having a stomach of a pregnant woman. And it definitely really shows what certain movements you cannot do and what certain movements you can do when you have your stomach extended like that. And you just have to be more consciously aware of what exercises are going to be contraindicated, as in things that pose a threat and provide negative benefit for the person doing it. So that was really cool to experience, and I really got into my character too. So I had fun with it for sure. My pregnant name is Alessandra Matelli, an Italian pregnant woman married to a Russian who's undercover in the U.S. I could go more in depth with this character storyline, but that'll that'll put my creativity to something else. But yeah, I'm about to head out with a friend, and we're gonna go for a little couple like 2 or 3 mile run. And when I come back, I need to do a little homework on my job interview tomorrow, learn more about the company, and do a little prep as far as questions too for that. And I need to work more. I need to start working on my presentation. It's now going to be that's now going to happen next Monday, the 21st. And along with that, I got to start also studying for my final practical exam. That's also next Monday and Tuesday. So a lot going on. Also, I have another potential for another job interview, but I got to send in my resume for it here in, I believe, the Lando area. It's a corporate wellness job. So one of the instructors at the school I'm going to comes in Mondays and Fridays, mentioned it to me and another classmate. So I got to get on that one too for just more opportunities. And later tonight, I'll be putting my thoughts in from the interview I had on Saturday. So I got to be doing that. So I got a lot coming up this evening and the rest of the week. So productivity is happening. Let's keep it rolling. What is good? Back to the DailyXander number 25. Just going to finish off the night with a little quick remark and thoughts. And as I'm looking at this, I definitely need to get a cleanup in the hair department here on the sides. But that's for another time. I'm just waiting right now for a little maintenance crew to leave the parking garage, just so I don't run the risk of causing a little too much commotion where I get called out on and get told to leave or whatever. So just waiting for those people to leave the parking garage at the moment. But yeah, let's see, just took a break from doing some homework as far as the interview I got going on tomorrow. So the place is called CORE, stands for Center of Rehabilitation and Exercise, and they primarily focus on individuals that have certain paralyses. So that would be people that have muscle dysfunction, and primarily they're looking at multiple sclerosis, spinal cord, so stuff to that nature, and they're primarily a rehab center with the focus on functional rehab. So I would say, just from what I've watched online of the company's YouTube channel, and it's a small company by the way. It's just so I should say it's not really it's a small practice. So it's about a 3,200 square foot gym. This lady I'm gonna talk to, I'm interviewing. The lady that's interviewing me is actually she's the owner, or she's the one that actually started this practice back in 2011, and she primarily has an exercise science and a couple other different science discipline background. So yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to get pick her brain for a little bit, get exposed to something different. By far, this is a little more out of what I've learned so far. We've only literally dabbled a little bit as far as special populations, primarily in the older population. But this kind of position deals more with, like I just said before, more neuromuscular dysfunctions, and rehabbing all of that, all different aspects as far as the balancing portion of that, the strengthening of muscles again that have been very weak and really have no neurogenesis whatsoever. So the brain cells sending messages down to those limbs. It's like the messenger's kind of trapped in between. So very interesting. I know I probably don't know enough information really to be necessarily too qualified, but that's okay. I mean, I'll just talk with confidence and be myself and just explain my situation. If anything, I'm just going to learn a lot more than what I didn't know before. So go with it into an open mind and just tell more about myself. And it was pretty cool from the website I've seen, and just like doing a little research. They got some pretty high end devices as far as that can be used for medical rehab. They got stuff that's extremely high, and they got this one anti-gravity treadmill, which is pretty interesting to see footage of. It's essentially a treadmill surrounded with this kind of plastic material, see-through transparency, and essentially it's going to take all the weight off. So I'm sure like you can scale it down to how much of your own pressure weight, your own bearing weight on your legs you can put on. Okay, I'm back. I just had a little issue with my phone there. As always, constantly running out of memory on my phone, so I gotta constantly be deleting things. But anywho, this place, yes, definitely has some really neat machines that can help with the whole process of rehab. And the thing I really like about this place I'm gonna be interviewing for compared to Equinox is just the intrinsic value you'll get working with people that are rehabbing from certain neuromuscular deficiencies compared to kind of working with a more higher end clientele at Equinox. I mean, you're going to get different perspectives on how people look at life. I'm sure these people are much more appreciative of just much more little things. When I say these people, I'm talking about like the clientele of Core, with people that are rehabbing from these neuromuscular issues. So I think it just feels like you're playing a bigger part in somebody's life rather than, I mean, you're still playing a big part in somebody's life regardless as kind of like a personal trainer. But it's definitely a lot different just from the videos I saw at this Core rehab center, as far as really the difference you're making in the quality of an individual's life. So very interesting. I'm definitely going to learn a fair amount from this interview tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm waiting. They're almost done. They're just cleaning the parking lot right now. I'm just waiting for them to actually no, they're not almost done. The guy's leaf blowing right now. Regardless, I'm going to get some skating in and call it a night. I'm also going to stay right now. I got to lay off the sugar and little vending machine snacks, because since I've been staying at this hotel in Orlando, I've found myself on a good amount of time going down and just grabbing some sugary snacks. So I'm going to say right now I'm going to put an end to that, and I'm going to, at least for now, I'm just going to start small and go a week without having any processed sugar. And it's been a while since I've done that. Pretty much since I've gotten back to the States, I've most certainly, when I say got back to the States, going from Australia, which I was in from February till July, and getting back to the States, the US, from August till now, I've certainly consumed probably easily way more sugar in these past 3.5 months than I did my entire time in Australia. So I really need to change that and get in a better habit. The nice thing is though, I'm on top of my my teeth game, so I'm always constantly brushing my teeth afterwards, and I'm also using mouthwash in the form of just coconut oil. It's a really good puller for taking stuff off. But yes, I'm going to make that 7-day little challenge of not having any processed sugar starting now. So that means by next Monday, I'll be reporting saying that I am sugar-free for the past week. Obviously, the little thing, but something I need to do to kind of just get away from the habit and routine. I just gotta, it'll translate to wherever I go from here. I don't want to carry that with me as far as that little habit of having lots of processed sugar throughout the day. Obviously, I can get away with it because I'm an active person, but it's not something in the long run I can do, and it's not going to benefit me in any shape or form other than just feel that satisfaction. So I'm gonna do this where I don't have any sugar for a week. So definitely doable. And by me filming this, it also holds me accountable because I don't want to say something and then not do it. That's pretty hypocritical. So yeah, I'll end it with 2 quotes. Timothy Leary, we're only as old as the last time we changed our mind. And Albert Einstein, I am not skilled, I'm just a man of persistent curiosity. I think I misquoted that, but for Albert Einstein's quote, but it stems at the end with just saying that he's always constantly curious, and he's very humble in the sense that he's not saying he's better than anybody else just because he's more intellectual. He got that way because he continually wanted to get better as a person, and by doing so, how he got that way, that's what I'm trying to say, is how he got that way is by just continually asking questions and staying open-minded. So, end it with that. This has been DailyXander number 25. As always, working on my communication. Daily video entries are going good. More to come. Peace, love, unity, and respect. Catch you later in the next installment.